Hey everyone, it's Angie A. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm actually going to be doing a TN flip through because it's almost July, and as I said in my previous planner, I've actually moved out of B6 in a way. I'm currently in rings, and I still use this one, and I'll still use this one because it's got some of my favorite pictures of my kids in there, and I cannot bear to part with this. And this is actually my favorite TN as a whole, so I can't part with this, but it'll just be used in a different way. So currently what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what I do have in there, and this is a B6 Foxyfix, and it's got my initial on there, and this is in sugar coconut leather. Now I actually got this on a D-stash, and one of my favorite people in the world, Michaela, she actually tagged me in a post on the D-stash because she knew it was looking for one, and it had my name, and it was perfect. And since I got it, it's been like my best friend. It's so weird, but it literally has been my best friend. So it's gone everywhere with me, and I can't let it go. But so that's the story behind this one. As you can see, I don't have a lot of top bling. I've got one particular thing. I've got a little bit side. I used to have tons hanging out the bottom, but then it used to get caught on everything, and I had to remove them and put them elsewhere. But so this is how this looks like now. Sorry about that. And this is currently a journal. If you know Simply Gilded, this is a journaling card from her. I don't remember when I got this, but I think this was one of the first ones I ever got. Could be wrong, but I just love the colors in this, and I want to repurpose this. Maybe I'll just put it with my sticker stash. I'm not certain. So there's that. Well, you can see here, I've actually got white stitching with a blue elastic, and this is the original elastic. I've used this for so long now, and it's just, everything's worn so well. You can see mild discoloration on the side. I don't know how well you can see that. Let me zoom in a bit. Maybe bring it a bit closer to the lens. Just a wee bit of mild discoloration, but I mean, it's white. I've had this for, oh gosh, since, let me just zoom you back out. Ooh, if I can do it. There we go. I've had this for, oh man, since January maybe, and it was already used at that point, so I've been in this for a good long time, and yeah, it's really sentimental to me. Yeah. Anyways, so I'm just gonna, actually, you know what, let me show you the sides first. There we go. Alright, so I wonder if that will, there we go. This right here is just something I made for myself with a little bit of bows. I just got these from Hobbycraft. And if you go there, honestly, the one I've got near me, it just does not have a lot of stuff on there. This one here is the first bling I ever purchased. And this is from Lena Lovenot on Etsy. And I have this right here. And this is a real Swarovski, and this is one of my favorites. I'm very precious with it because it's Swarovski. And this one I got from an account on Instagram, Charming Plans. And then I have this, which is actually the first charm I ever made. You know, there's literally nothing to it, but it's snowflake. And to match the coconut, you know, like snow. And as much as I hate the cold, the winter is actually my favorite season, so that means a lot to me. And to go with it, my penguin. Penguins are another thing that mean a lot to me, and in more ways than I can even talk about without getting mushy and making everyone cry. But also because the stickers that I do, if you recall, are penguins, and it's because penguins mean a lot to my heart, so that's why that's there. So I'm just gonna open that up now. And so this is the front here. I kept it fairly simple because it all starts to fall out. and it becomes a bit of a headache. There we go. So what I've got here is I've got a coffee cup clip that I got whilst I was in Canada. So it's a few years now. Where did I get that from? Some Etsy shop. I don't remember if it even opened. It was somewhere, Nova Scotia maybe. And then this just a coffee cup die cut, and this is most of the stuff in here is from the Planner Society. Most of the decoration, I should say, as is the post-it notes here, and this is the last one from this section, so I'm going to take that off. The doily. I also put a pocket here, which I got from Amazon. It was a nice big pocket, and I just cut it to match the flap here, the pocket, and then we've got some Simply Gilded on my Starbucks Gold card, and a lot of that has been used. And then we've got, oh no, I'm ripping it. Typical me, near the last of it. And I got a few more die cuts, which are always shifting. So that's there. And then behind it, there's not a lot that I keep behind there either. These are just some leftovers die cuts from my shop. We get some May, January, March. As you can see, quite a few of them are missing. I have people who take them from me all the time. So anytime I go somewhere, my colleagues are always taking them from me. They love them so much. And then we have the acetate here. And this is actually a 4-string, but right now it's holding 6 notebooks. And not long, at its biggest point, it actually held 8. And with that in mind, because I did go back and forth, I used 4 to match my main books, and then with the smaller books I tend to keep no covers or just something simple like this acetate. So this acetate is actually from, what's it called, BeaYoutiful Planning, and that's U as in Y-O-U, and that's a printable shop on Etsy, and that's just an acetate that I purchased myself. And these are some notes, and now this one, as you can see, this is how well loved these notes are. I spilled tea on it, and it's a mess now. And these are just plain notes themselves. I'll just show you what that looks like on the inside. Take off one of these clips, and you'll see I have these throughout my planner because I just use them for everything. So that's what that inside looks like. Let me shuffle you over. A couple of shop ideas, new releases in here. This is when I was reorganizing my planners. I didn't even keep to this. I kept to it to these are my current inserts and what I wanted in this one, and then a secondary, and then I actually ended up reshuffling them. I ended up with 5 full B6s. So it didn't even end up with this, as you can see. So that's what that looks like, and that's the back of that, and that's from Jesenia Printables. And this is the starting of my first main insert. And as you can see, I have pictures of my kids in here, and because if you remember previously, I'm very private, and I tend to cover their faces with washi or post-it notes or what have you, just for their privacy and safety. So here's the first dashboard here, and this is made from what is it? I forget the word. Laminate that I've just made myself. That was top loading. And this was made from the Planner Society kit is actually made from, I think it was December's. So the decoration in here, I should say, has lasted quite a few months. So about 6 months maybe. Yeah, just about that. But you got some doilies and die cuts and the matching washi. And as you can see here, there's tabs here. And I did that I actually made these tabs myself. And this is from my old sticker paper. So they've been on there for a long time. But I've made them to somewhat match. I don't know how well you can see that. The washi itself has, let's see if I can focus a little bit. There we go. Some like pluses on there. And I did sort of an imitation of that. So that's what that is. And this is what is let me just focus again. There we go. And this is going into my monthly. And then this is the inside of the beginning. I just put a pocket here with a few stickers that I use regularly with some bows and the ladies, of course. And that's from my shop there. And then let me just take this here. This is an ollie clip. I'm just going to take that off. And this is some vellum. You can see a little bit of water got on there. And it starts to shrink. I noticed with the Planner Society vellum, for some reason, you get a little bit of water on it and it really shrinks. It's really odd. I've never had that with any other vellum. It's just theirs. So that's that. And then we've got the 2018 monthly. And these are from Annie's Printables. And this is generally what it looks like on the inside. And this is, I'll show you a blank month. Oh, that's the notes. There we go. You can see we've got that there. And then on the inside, it's just got a minimal decoration there. And that's just what I keep. You don't need to see so much of that. Basically, that's that. And then I just have them clipped on because I noticed the vellum, for some odd reason, made it... came apart so often. It was really annoying. It used to flip crazy. So I used this bow clip here, and that was from the same shop on Etsy. It's here. Again, I don't remember the name. If I find it, I'll put it down at the bottom. And there's some more notes here. And I think this might be the last of my Post-it notes from there. And these are also from the Planner Society. And I just used, this was right here, is cast off from another piece of vellum. So I just stuck that on there just to give a bit of, I don't know, depth maybe. And then you've got a bit of scrap paper here. And I just like the way that looked. And this is the back. I really like decorating the backs of them. I know not a lot of people do, but I don't know, it brightens my day. And then I've got here, and then as you can see the back, it's got a single strip of foiled polka dots, and that again is scrap. And I try to use as much scrap as possible, so you'll find these random cast-offs throughout my planners, and I just really enjoy that look. So this is the next one here. And this one, the tab was meant to be changing, and I never did put in a new one. But this is the next dashboard, and it's something, once again, that I've made myself, and it's top-loading. If I can get my finger in there. There we go. And that says, throw kindness around like confetti. And we've just got a bit more dashboards, not dashboards, die cuts. And this one actually matches here really well. And they all go together. And that was kind of the theme. As you can see, there's confetti on this one. And we've got the confetti polka dots behind there. So yeah, and then this is the inside of that dashboard. And there's more of that cast off vellum right here. And some die cuts, which I glued down with the roller tape. And then this one says, hello, beautiful. And then this right here is a vellum that I made myself. This was my first one. It's got my name on it. And I don't know, I really like that, so I kept that. So my next insert, which is a bit newer, when I spilled the tea on the last one, it really saturated this particular area, so I needed to redo it. So this one looks a bit emptier. I do a lot. I tend to put a little bit of information at the bottom, a little bit of washi. And let me just bring that down. And I've got this open, this paper clip here, which is from Dotty Moo on Etsy, and I use this just to find my exact spot in my list, which is technically my to-do. I'll just open that up to a blank spot. That's what that looks like. And this is also from Jesenia Printables, and I just like how minimalistic it looks, but it's also quite feminine, and that's just how I prefer them. And that's the back of that, and the vellum. And here's the back of that last dashboard. And it's also got another pocket here. And then this is a Christmas picture of my kiddos from this past Christmas. And it's one of my favorites. And it's an original. It's not printed off or anything. and it's just one of my absolute favorites, and I think I just said that, so I've just slotted that in there. And then behind this pocket we've got a couple of doilies just to add a bit of different textures towards it, and a piece of scrap, and I don't even remember where that was from, so I just slotted that there. And then this here, this is a die cut from the Crafty Rat Design, excuse me, on Etsy. And for those who know, I am PR, and I really liked this one, so I needed to have that in my main planner. So you can go to their shop and use CRD Angie and get 15% off, minimum £5 spend. But that was just one of my favorites, so I put her there. And there's the back of this one, the very, very back, I should say. And this is a die cut from my own shop because this is my penny. That's to match the penguin here. And that's the lipstick planner, if I didn't mention it. And this is just some more cast off, which I really liked. Just brought a bit more extra dimension. And now this, whoop, excuse me. And this is the weekly right here. And it's got doily behind one of my dashboards that I made myself. And so there's the doily, then we've got the scrap, and then we've got some die cuts. And then on top of it all is the letter A, and it's just a die cut that I made myself. And I got it so dirty over these last, many, many months. So you can just see that. But it's lasted really, really well. I'm really happy. So this is my weekly here. And then we've got, let's continue moving these out of the way. It's just a picture of my son with a little bit of washi and some more die cuts. And this is another one of my absolute favorite ones. She's such a sweetheart. And then on this side here we have, let me open that a little bit, some acetate, some vellum, which is just so freaking pretty. Some acetate, that's that cast off where the cast off came off. This is the full part of it. And then this is my April and June insert. Now, if you think about it, I've had January, from January onwards in here. Even, I think before, I don't remember. So I've had this planner for a long time. So this one is just foiled by myself. And it was just a first attempt, so it's not perfect. But I still like that. And then these are the inserts that I've made. And I'll just grab one randomly. So that's what that looks like on the inside. And I think I've shown it before. Somewhere there. So this is just what the inside looks like. And I'll do a proper flip through in the coming months, coming weeks. Because, well, June's almost over. So that's just my own printed design. And then this one here, I'm just going to pop that right there. This is just a die cut of Penny and daughter, and that's me and my daughter. And that's the rest of the acetate and vellum. And behind that there is She's Fabulous, Fierce, and Loyal, and I absolutely love that. And then we have this, which I now realize is a freaking chandelier, but I put it upside down. And I remember putting that there thinking, why would you put a cake on such a tiny pedestal? But I realize now it's a chandelier and it should have been the other way around. Oh my goodness. But there you go. So that's the back of that, excuse me. With some scrap paper and some washi. The same washi, die cuts. Picture of my beautiful daughter. And then on this one, I just love this particular scrap paper. It's so dark and dramatic, and it's absolutely gorgeous. So I used a bit more scrap acetate just to bring a little bit of pop to it, with a bit of die cuts, and this a little bit of washi as well to hold that part down. So we've got a bunch of different layers and shapes, etc. And this is my bill section. Now this particular part has been flipped inside out every few months because I've just never really been happy with how it is. But this particular one is Jesenia Printables. But I've had my own inserts in there. I've had so many different types of inserts in here. I cannot even. tell you all the names, but I've just never really been happy with that. But anyways, the pen closure that's holding it is actually from the Amber Locket on Etsy. So I'll have a link to that down below. And it's just holding this pen here, and that is from Harriet Wright Designs. And I absolutely love this pen. So pretty. I'll show you the inside of the insert whilst I'm here, just so you can see that. That's what that looks like. It's very nice, very clean cut, but I just need something else. I don't know. We'll see. And that's just the back of that. Oh, that's the blank one. Wait, really? Nope. So, see what I did. Oh, no, that is not it. That's what that looks like. Hey, what is that? See, I don't even know what's in here because I've just not been happy. This is the Jesenia Printables one. That's the bills. And then the next one is finances. And that's what that one looks like. But that's the back of the dashboard right here. There you go. See, even now, that's how unhappy I have been with the finance section. I need to really sit down and design something myself. So that's the end of that book there. And then the back, oh, we've got a bit of a muck. That's all right, I'll clean it up. It used to have a pen loop, but it was coming loose because I did get this in D-stash, so I just took it off and ended up making it into a pen loop. Behind here, I usually kept it very minimal, usually keeping one or two things, and this is just an empty worksheet because I needed to make a new one, and that was to remind me. And then that's just ransom note from Royal Mail. I won't show you any information on that, even though it's old now. But that's what that is. And I usually keep these in this particular pocket until my package has arrived. And yeah, and then that's the back of it there, and there you go, Foxyfix. All right, and yeah, that's everything. I'll show you my current planner, my ring bound. I've actually switched it into a Lush Foxy Plum Lush with Fox and Pip on the top there. I'll just show you real quick something I've been doing to it. Just a little bit going on there. But that's the pocket. Love it. But yeah, so that's everything. That's how that one looks now, and that's how this beautiful thing is finishing off. Okay, all right, and yeah, if you like what you saw, hit the thumbs up. If you want to see more, hit subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.